Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a beautiful car for you today. It's a 64 Grand Prix. I almost guarantee, unless you go to a Grand Prix meet, you're never gonna see one of these at a car show. It's got a 389 under the hood. Sitting on top of that is a tri-power, and the chrome on it is incredible. The grille, the bezels on the lights, the silver paint job. I mean, everything about this car is off the hook. Not to mention how rare it is. Like I said, pull in anywhere. I doubt very seriously you're gonna see another 64 Grand Prix anywhere you go. You're gonna be the hit of the show. All the body lines on this thing are looking sweet, and yeah, she's got 8 lug wheels on her too. I tell you, this thing is checking all the boxes for me, man. I love a rare car, and this baby is absolutely just about as rare as it's gonna get. She is beautiful. Look down that big long side there, all that paintwork looking sweet. And then my favorite color interior, black. That door panel looking sweet, all the trim on the door panel, the handles, everything looking beautiful. The center console, the bucket seats, the seat belts front and rear. Got an armrest back there in the back, big old package tray back there. Headliners looking good, all the chrome around the windows, around the windshield, and then all the chrome on the dash. Look at all that chrome, baby. And then I love the tack there in the center console, looking sweet. You can see also the door jambs all cleaned up, painted nice. You can see they had the latch out when they did the restoration on it. She is one beautiful machine, man. That quarter panel is about 1.5 miles long. Take you 3 hours just to walk by this car. You can see all the chrome and everything back here looking sweet. That tail panel looking good. The Grand Prix emblem itself also looking good. Okay, I got 3 keys here. Who knows? Oh my goodness, I got it the first time. There you go. Jack, I mean, look at that. They even restored the jack and the lug wrench. Talk about knocking it out of the park. And then look at this cardboard here. Remember when they used to put that cardboard in there? Can you imagine? Somebody actually found that cardboard. Who knows where they found that at? And it is beautiful. I mean, it looks just like, oh, and they have one of those lights. You can remove this light. It's actually a work light. I don't know if it's working or not, but it sure looks pretty. We got great looking paint on the bottom side. You can see also they had the latch out when they did the restoration on the deck lid also. And look down that big long passenger side. Look how nice and straight it is. Can you imagine how many hours the painter had in blocking this thing? Tell you what, she is a beauty. It's got a lot of trim on it too. All the trim's been all polished up, looking sweet. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. That means we own this Grand Prix, so you know we did our homework and checked it out before we bought it. First thing that happens to every car is we inspect them up on the lift. That way we know what we're gonna fix on the car, and we can show you pictures and tell you all about it when you call Tom. It is Grand Prix time. Let's go for a ride. Hell, let's go for a race. Grand Prix should be racing, right? Look at this, going down the road with no hands on the wheel. That's an auto drive, just like today, baby. Just let her cruise on down the highway. Now, you know what's really cool about this car is we just pushed it out of the shop because we don't like starting them in the shop. And 2 of us were pushing this thing, that's it. Just, it rolls so nice, man. Just an amazing vehicle here. Now we can deliver this baby anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. The brakes feel great. They stop nice and straight too. I didn't have any pressure on the steering wheel whatsoever. Whip around the corner. Tell you what, just as smooth as can be. Uh-oh, looks like an obstacle course up here. I'm gonna run this baby through the Grand Prix. Look at this, boom. Isn't that fun? I'll tell you what. Ready to go road racing with the Grand Prix. Oh, I think I already told you Tommy can deliver this baby anywhere in the world, and you can call him anytime you'd like. Now look down here on the dash. Look how nice and neat. I mean, it kind of feels like an airplane, man. It is so cool. Now look at this here. Look at the heater here. Look, it says low, off, medium, high. And then I'm gonna reach underneath here. Look at the temperature thing. See how it goes red? Isn't that cool, man? They did some neat things. Now I gotta make a correction from earlier. When we were in the showroom, I talked about the tach on the center console. Well, when I got in here and looked, well, the tach just happens to be a vacuum gauge. It just looks like a tach, which is super cool. It's got tri-power on it, so you can watch that vacuum gauge go up and down. Tell you what, this is one sweet automobile right here. It's got power, it's got giddy up and go, it's got the looks, and we're gonna take it back to the shop right now and put it up on the lift so you can see just how nice the bottom side is too. So many of these cars are all ratty on the bottom side. Not this one. She is just as pretty on the bottom as she is on the top, guys. Just a sweet automobile right here. Now we're coming back to our shop at 15100 Keel Street, and make sure that you follow us on Facebook and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube so you can check out all our videos. All right, we're underneath the 64 now, and it is pretty under here also, man. Look at that trunk floor. That is original metal, looking beautiful, nice and clean. It's been cleaned up and painted with like a chassis black, so it's kind of a flat black. The exhaust looks fairly new. It's not brand new, but definitely they did it when they did the restoration, and it's looking sweet. You can see some new brake lines here. Looks like new drums here on the back also. The shocks look fairly new. The bushings look fairly new. Of course, it's got the same suspension that all these cars had back in the day, the triangulated 4-link. The frame looks amazing, man. I tell you, it looks like a freight train frame under here. Just beautiful. You can see the floorboards here, just like the trunk floor, clean as a whistle. This thing was definitely lived someplace dry and was definitely kept indoors and definitely well kept. The cross member here, all cleaned up, looking good. We got the Hydromatic automatic transmission in this baby. That's unique for Pontiac also. Again, the frame up here, just clean as a whistle, solid as a rock. I don't see any pitting or anything on the frame. We do have drum brakes up front. Looks a stock appearing starter and gearbox in there. Flex lines look like they were replaced on the brakes. Just real pretty under here. Now the chrome on the front bumper's looking sweet, nice and shiny. We got a good looking set of tires on here. Got the old white walls that Dad used to make me take the old Brillo pad to, make sure they were sparkling white every Saturday. Then these 8 lugs are so cool. Actually, these lug nuts actually come off, and then that wheel comes off, and then that whole center hub is left on there, and that's actually the brake drum also. Our rocker moldings look good. Whenever you can feel around on the back side of the front fender to tell whether or not it's been patched on, that's a good thing, and I don't feel anything but smooth metal back there. And if you can get your hand between the frame and the rocker, that's all smooth metal there. And usually you can just look at the bottom of the rocker and where this pinch weld, where those two pieces are welded together, it's all clean as a whistle. Out back here, again, same size tire. I didn't tell you up front, but they're 215/75/14s. Just love those things. And look at the body mounts. Look how nice and clean they are. Isn't that sweet? Well, we're gonna lower this baby down and look under the hood right now. All right, under the hood, as you can see, she's got tri-power on her. Every Pontiac should have a tri-power, looking sweet. $389, they tell me numbers matching on this baby. The inner wheelhouses are nice and clean. The firewall's nice and clean. You can see that the master cylinder looks like it's a fairly new unit also. You can see how the wiring looks nice and clean. I mean, just everything about this thing is sweet. We do have power steering on here. There's a Delco battery here. All this wiring here, I mean, all this looks real nice and neat. This is actually a battery shut off. We do that on every car, so when you're not driving the car, you can twist this off. It's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Radiator looks like it's a fairly new unit. It's got some nice finish on it. I mean, everything under here is finished very, very nicely, very, very neat. The fiberglass even looks like it was replaced, and even the bottom side of the hood's chassis black, looking sweet, guys. So she's an amazing piece, guys. Really rare, 64. You don't see very many of these things. Numbers matching, $389, tri-power, and it's a Grand Prix. So give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.